All right, you're gonna look at this locker and go, why would you buy this? It's a Pioneer, that's good. I'll say $50. Chuck Berry, looking good with his leather jacket. She is. It's at $100, like with 20 minutes to go. I'm looking at, I think the average person is maybe a $250 locker, and I'll tell you why in a second. But you know, even being a $250 locker, I thought to someone that kind of knew what they were looking at, maybe $500 locker. That being said, I put my number at $750, and you know, when all was said and done, I'm all in for about $950. So that's how it works out sometimes. All I'm seeing is old stuff. You know, I'm guessing that this locker probably hasn't been really messed with in 20, 30 plus years. And so you're looking at everything in here is older. There's not like a new McDonald's cup sitting there or a Amazon box or a Target bag. You don't see that stuff. You just see old stuff. So even if this is 30 years old stuff, even the bags of clothes are going to be potentially good. So there's a lot of upside. I would assume that these newspapers were probably left here from when this was probably last messed with. 1994. So, you know, I would say fairly close. I would say this looks like a 90s locker to me. That would have been my guess. So let's start ripping stuff out and we'll see what's good. So we're plowing right down the middle, and it is as old as we think. So far it's a lot of office-y kind of stuff. Nothing too exciting yet. We did find just a record player. Let's take a look, see what kind it is. It's a Pioneer. That's good. Those are the feet that go to it, so I need to save those. And then there's a receiver or amp down here.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's the same one I have in my living room right there. So it's a good amp. I know. So this is probably worth about 200, maybe 250. This thing, if it's all working, maybe $150. So the good news is that they had decent taste in music. It's not all grandma type music. Cat Stevens, some Joni Mitchell, Tommy the Who. That is a great album. So I see there's more records kind of stashed back over there, so we'll see what's in there. But this is a good sign, if nothing else. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh boy, files upon files, a lot of paperwork, books, boxes of paper. There's a lot. So this one I saw some hair sticking out, so it's either a human head or a doll. I was hoping for a human head. So check her out. She's got some pretty good age. Her eyes, if you look, her eyes open and close. Some old plushes are worth money. I don't know, this rabbit looks a little upset.
Oh,
another one's opening eyes. Wow, this squirrel's really into some weird kinky stuff. Got the leash. Ooh, that is
wow.
What's left of a homemade doll. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool still. Yeah, there is value to this stuff. I'm not well versed in it, but what is it?
Is that a Humpty Dumpty?
It does look like a Humpty Dumpty. You'll see. Oh, didn't break. All right, next box. This one, I don't know, kind of interesting. It looks like it's on leather. It says on leather, but on the back it says Art of Experimental 60s, a psychedelic dancer, 12 by 10 mixed media on cowhide by an unknown artist. This work was originally stretched out on 2 posts with a pedestal, which was moved from place to place as its owner's psychedelic urges demanded under the influence.
Let's look at the picture.
So whatever that means.
Is that a leg?
I think so. I think I see a woman there. She's dancing. Yeah, that's her legs.
Yeah,
and there
okay.
she's looking straight up. And there's all these little faces in here.
There's a hand.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to.
That is psychedelic.
We're gonna have to think about that.
It's a piece of petrified. You can see it's been chipped off, but a petrified tree. It looks like that's interesting. We found the speakers that go with the stereo system. You know, those were both Pioneer. These are actually Marantz. So we've got a nice set of vintage Marantz speakers. They're in pretty good shape. A little bit of oil will make those look pretty fabulous. So we've got the stereo all taken care of. And then this box has got some interesting stuff in it. This says New England Life. I assume it's probably a promotional calendar, but I'm kind of more interested to see if there's a date on it. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's not a calendar. It's just a terrible piece of paper. This this is a box of decorative stuff. You know, this isn't most likely going to be huge dollar stuff, but it does add up, and it's better than boxes of paper. Yeah, I mean,
That's nice.
I'm assuming that's an incense burner. Oh, Asian theme. Yeah, it says that on the bottom. That's kind of neat. I like that one. That thing's pretty fly. Small stuff. Oh, some mini ones of those. Huh. I'm not going to say what that is.
It almost looks like a...
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. Little cup.
Those are cool.
Yeah, not a bad box. It's not getting us our $950 back, but that's been wrapped up. When I saw it, I thought, oh, that's an Xbox 360, but then in this lock,
I'm thinking maybe not.
there's no Xbox 360, so they cared about whatever this is. Oh, it says paper on the box. I'm gonna guess some kind of a dish set. Yeah, I know my junk. Plate set. Alright. What are we thinking this in the second one? Continental Arrow. The bag is actually kind of cool. It's like a shoebox. Ooh, nickels. They're nickels.
At the moment, you'd probably be happy with a box of nickels.
That is truth right there. We're going to be working really hard to get our $950 back out of this one. It's all about the adventure. You can't put a price on adventure.
Ooh.
80th. So if anybody knows anybody,
That's a 50.
Oh, is it a 50? I don't even know if it's worth going any further, but yeah. Aloha from Hawaii. You know, stuff from
You can
Hawaii.
put your nuts in that.
Whoa, easy there, Captain. Let's see what we got here. Think it's going to be a file?
More paper.
There we go. Huh. I mean, it's a small one. Yeah. One thing with these, the smaller
Look at that.
ones are generally better than the bigger ones. I'm going to put, I'm going to say $50. Old photos. It's got to be 1800s at some point. And yeah, lots of kind of older,
Old baby.
old babies. We'll look at the babies. Kind of fun to go through. Not a ton of value, but you know, they're at least interesting. Look at her. It's a pretty
She's all decked out.
1890s lady right there. We have found a ton of paper in here, but I always say we're always looking for Grandpa's coin collection. So I open this up and I can see a few coins. I can hear them actually falling out. So that's a 74, 1922.
Ooh.
So that's silver. This looks like silver. So 64 and earlier in these is silver. So that's 64. Nickels, there's not a lot of value in nickels. Some kind of space token. It's a trick box. This slide down, and this slide out. I'm gonna assume I'm probably opening it wrong. Okay. I mean, I'm about a half a second from smashing this into little pieces to get it open. Darren, what's going on here? This thing is moving. That slide's there.
There better be something good in there.
You know there's not gonna be. You know we got to get this open.
Oh, yeah.
Hand me the camera and I hand this to you. Let's get a second pair of hands on this bad boy. See if Darren can figure it out. Every once in a while you got to call on the cameraman to make things happen. Oh, I see movement.
Okay. Oh. Ooh.
It says someone made a little person out of rocks.
And put it in a really hard to open box.
It looks like a trinket box.
It does. This is
little kids' trinkets. A rock.
That's
It's a painted one.
That is nice. Cool box.
We are going to pass on that. Okay, let's open this last little box here. Money. It's full of cash. Trinkety. I like trinket boxes. So a little, that's for stamps. That's kind of,
That's interesting.
yeah. There's a little meth tin. A little pill tin. Oh, those little blue chip stamps or something. This is cool. This is a, I think it's a pencil or a pen thing. Sometimes these are gold too, actually. I'm gonna have to come back to that. This one might be silver here, but this right here is a piece of jewelry made out of an Indian head penny. 1901. 1905
Calendar.
thing. Huh. This has got something in it. A little mini coin purse has a coin in it.
A mini coin.
Another Indian head penny.
And another key.
Another key. Man, we gotta find out what these keys go to. Have more drawers similar to this, though. We will see if we find anything else. Maybe that's where all the good stuff is, because it wasn't in the rest of the locker. We went through this. We kind of started sorting stuff so it'd be easier when it's unload time. As you can tell, we're dirty. This is all recycled. This is all. It was so much paper in there. This thing is almost, the back of the truck is almost entirely paper. This like metal cabinets and stuff here, we're just going to recycle those. There was, I think we've showed the best stuff, so far. Just telling Darren a story about one of the lockers I did a couple months ago. I got through the locker, it wasn't that great, and then there was one box. I go, oh, I didn't go through that box, and then it was like all coins. There were pocket watches, there were gold watches, just like thousands of dollars in the last box. So as we're throwing the stuff back in, Darren says, hey, did you go through those last two boxes? First box was a bunch of sewing stuff, and then the last box, not quite gold watches, not quite that, but for me, pretty exciting because it turned out it's all records. Well, there it is right there. And the condition is top notch as well. It's not only a great title, it's in great condition. So let's just go through and see what's here. Hopefully it's not all that kind of music. What we really need is a Beatles Butcher cover, and that'll save the day. I mean, I could actually, I kind of like that one. Oh my gosh, so it might be all the all this stuff. Well, there's Neil Young, Crazy Horse. The condition's really good on that one. Kingston Trio, there's John Denver. Oh, Magical Mystery Tour. I mean, that is the Beatles, right?
I believe it is.
Okay, condition looks pretty good on that one, so, alright. Come on, Beatles Butcher cover. The last time I found a Beatles Butcher cover, it was not in great shape. I sold it for $1,250. That's Chuck Berry, that's not bad. What's this? Jefferson Airplane. Condition's pretty decent on these. I always say you just try to avoid stuff that's, grandma music. If it's music your grandma would listen to, unless you had a really cool grandma, it's generally not the greatest. Donovan. Jesus Christ Superstar. Fiddle on the Roof. Yeah, stuff that your grandma would have. I would say we probably in the stereo system with the speakers. We also, I don't think we showed the Sony cassette deck. Probably about a $600, maybe a little more, $700 stereo system. Probably got another $150 in records, and then miscellaneous. I mean, it's a break-even locker. It's not what we hope. We'd hope that there was no boxes of clothing. In a locker like this, I was actually banking on there being boxes of clothing because that's what people stored. This one, they stored a bunch of damn paperwork they didn't need. We'll be breaking even on this one with a little bit of work, but you gamble sometimes, you win, sometimes you lose. This one, I don't know. I like records, I like stereo stuff, so at least there was that. Then we had the box of coins. There's, probably $50 worth of coins in there.
True.
Miscellaneous small stuff, so I don't know. Maybe when we fully go through here, maybe it might be $1,200, $1,300 worth of stuff. We paid $950, so it is not a moneymaker. But it was fun. Records are fun. We got the belly dancing on here. Darren?
Yep.
Here you go. You're going to take that one home. See me on Whatnot. Whatnot Beer Can Mike on Whatnot. You can come buy some belly dancing records. Till next time.